This PXG Battle Ready 2 Bat Attack putter may look very, very familiar to you. You may have even seen PXG putters that look like it in the past, but trust me, thanks to stealing some technologies from this PXG putter is unlike anything you've ever used before. Now, what technologies could you possibly want to put into putters that you could steal from your irons? Well, starting about a decade ago, PXG started making hollow body irons that they injected with a foam, and that foam supported a very, very thin face. Now, in irons, you want a thin face because it's going to give you more ball speed and more distance, and that foam was there to support that face without inhibiting it from flexing and generating all that ball speed. It also soaked up excessive vibrations and made the sound of the irons a little bit better. By taking that type of technology and incorporating it into these putters, PXG is trying to do something similar. You see, the faces on the PXG Battle Ready 2 putters are extremely thin, and that saves weight. PXG has also designed all of these putters to be hollow, which is something sort of unique in the putter market. Most putters are designed using solid metal. There may be multiple pieces to it, but the metal itself will be solid. These putters are hollow, and then they are injected with a material called S-core, which is a polymer. And again, that polymer is going to be much, much lighter than the metal that it's going to be replacing. That gave PXG's designers and engineers a lot of weight that they can move around the head. Specifically, they moved it to the perimeter of the head to create more perimeter weighting, and that's going to really boost up forgiveness. So in the same size and many of the same dimensions that you're used to seeing, the PXG putters, according to the company, are going to have about a 10% higher MOI. And that means on miss hits and putts you strike slightly outside the ideal part of the hitting area, the putter is going to remain more solid. It's not going to wobble quite as much, so putts stay on line and you get better performance across a wider part of the face. But PXG didn't just make the mallet putters hollow, they also made the blade style putters hollow too. This Brandon, a very traditional heel-toe weighted blade, has a hollow section in the center. Now, in addition to the hollow body construction and the injected polymer, the Battle Ready 2 putters have several different technologies to help you roll better putts. Across the hitting area, you're going to notice this diamond type pattern here. That is there to add consistency. According to PXG, that pattern is going to be able to strike the dimples on the golf ball more consistently. That way you get a cleaner strike. PXG has also added weight ports to the bottom of all the putters, and those weights, while they're not adjustable for consumers, can be used by custom fitters and by PXG to adjust the swing weight of each putter. But in addition to using those weights to manipulate the swing weight based on the club's length, PXG also highly encourages players and fitters to consider where players tend to miss and adjusting the weighting of these putters so that the blade will open and close a little bit more dynamically or a little less dynamically to adjust for a player's tendency. And when it comes to custom fitting, PXG really has it in spades when it comes to putter lengths. The PXG Battle Ready 2 putters are all going to be available in the lengths of 33 all the way up to 38 inches. Another interesting feature of the Battle Ready 2 putters is the way that the hosel mechanisms go into the head. There's a sort of a universal size, this sort of rectangular shape where the hosel enters into the club heads. And PXG has made it so that each one of these club heads can receive any number of different types of hosel mechanisms. So you can have a plumber's neck, you can have single bend, you can have double bend. All of their putters can have several different types of necks. That means all of them can be face balanced, have a slight amount of toe hang or a significant amount of toe hang. Again, that is going to help them better fit your specific stroke. Putters are probably the most personalized clubs that players have in their bags. What some players may consider to be too loud or too clicky or too soft or whatever is all a matter of personal preference. It's completely subjective. I find that PXG putters are extremely soft and a little bit more quiet than most milled putters when I strike the ball in the middle of the face. When I strike the ball slightly outside, either in the toe or the heel section, again, it sounds a little bit more quiet to my ear. It sounds a little bit like a deeper sound to my ear, but you might be a little bit different. So you're definitely gonna wanna try some of these things before you plunk down the money. And speaking of money, the PXG Battle Ready 2 putters are all going to be priced at about $389 US to start. That's going to be putting them squarely in competition with Scotty Cameron, with Toulon Design, with Ping's PLD family, as well as the new TaylorMade's TP Reserve family of putters. In some ways, the PXG Battle Ready 2 family of putters really start to fit much more with the company's irons. I mean, obviously, the cosmetic is pretty much spot on. But philosophically, PXG has tried to pack a lot more technology into its irons than you would really understand just by looking at them. Again, that hollow body construction that really hides the distance enhancing features. Then when you shift to the putters, you're getting that classic look, but again, a hidden technology that's trying to improve performance. It would be great if you can go into the comment area below and let me know what you think of the PXG Battle Ready 2 family of putters. Is this something you were interested in trying? If it's something you're not interested in trying, I want to know either way. And if you have a PXG putter, I'd really love to know your experiences with it and what made you decide to go with that one. And as always, it would be fantastic if you would consider subscribing to my channel as well as hitting the bell button so you can get notifications when I've got new content coming out. There are many new things that are going to be coming out in July and August this year. Lots of stuff that's going to be interesting coming down the pipeline. You're definitely not going to want to miss it. Thanks for watching.